World, good morning. Gonna do another draft. Gotta keep practicing. I'm still in the top 250 cutoff for Tarkier, and I'm keeping an eye on the rate at which it decays down, so for now I'm going to do another traditional draft. See how it goes. I think I accidentally streamed Path of Exile in the Magic category last night, so that's fun. Let's see what we get. Wow, okay. Dragonback Assault is just one of the best cards in the format. Super busted, clearly busted. Take it first pick, we can kind of draft around it, which I guess amounts to ramp and things that survive the sweep. And just generally playing kind of a more defensive deck. It also constantly triggers all of the storms, so getting into like a 5-color dragons deck will be good. I mean, Battlecrier is on color. It kind of generates mana to get out the assault faster. This is a good pickup. This is a very good first two picks. This just naturally goes in the same deck, same colors. It's pretty much all upside. Let's do it. We don't have to stay teamer the whole time, but it's a very nice start. Alright, Assault Road Skirmish, Attuned Hunter. The Pack Beast is pretty good. There's a Riverwalk Technique and a Snakeskin Veil. Alright, this is a lot less exciting than the first two picks, but I'll probably just take a Riverwalk Technique. All right. What do we got here? There is a Roamer's Routine for ramping up to the Dragonback Assault. I feel like Fleeting Effigy is mostly going to be good for kind of enabling the Jeskai multi-spell things, which isn't exactly what we're doing. It's a reasonable card, though. Then there's Unending Whisper, which I might just pick. Yeah, I'll take an Unending Whisper. Oh, okay. Well, it's the wrong color, but Teeming Dragonstorm is super strong. There's also a Dispelling Exhale, though. Actually has a higher win rate and is on color. Clearly the Dragonstorm is strong in the right deck. But right now it is off color and Dispelling Exhale is quite good. I'm going to take the Exhale, I think. Iridescent Tiger's pretty dang good. Just for double spelling and kind of catching up on tempo. Could play it straight into these things. It's also a Jeskai Monument, though. Which fixes 2 of our colors. I might just take the tiger, since I'm not really splashing into white yet. Alright. Much less exciting pack, but I think Meticulous Artisan's probably okay. Bowcaster's fine. I think the Artisan is nice because it fixes colors and helps to ramp out the assault faster, and I would like for a lot of the things in my deck to kind of ramp, so... I guess another upside of the Tiger is it is a 4 toughness creature that survives the sweep, which is cool. Twin Bolt I haven't liked a lot. That's a very late pack beast. We're not in white right now, but this makes me wish I had been a little bit. I'm going to take it because it's the best card there by a lot. Bunch of filler. I don't have any cheap creatures yet. Although with the Battle Crier, maybe the Leopard is better. Just getting another 4 power creature in. Coordinated Maneuver is probably better if we're playing white, but I'm not sure if we're playing white yet. Well, this is very late too. Man, looks like Mardu is super open. I probably missed some signals, but... I'm gonna take Rebuke, I guess. Fleeting Effigy came back. I mean, I'll play that card. Wow, yeah. Mardu Mobilize is just, like, wide open. Maybe just not a lot got opened. Well, Pack Beast, yeah. There was definitely a really sweet Mardu deck to be made here. Probably going to take one of these flashback thingies. I think Rebuff is really good. These are both kind of in the same quality tier for win rate. What's better for the deck? I think the Rebuff might be better for the deck. Buys a lot of time, really. Oh my god. Got castigated in YouTube comments for not respecting Frontline Rush. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. The Regent's insane. This is a card that you should probably not really get past. Ever. Just wildly good card. These are 2 of the best bombs in the set, so... Crazy teamer deck going. Exile the creature from your graveyard to return an instant or sorcery. It's also a Teamer Monument. Teamer Monument is perfect for our deck. I think Unending Whisper and Kishla Trawlers are both better cards, but we are completely lacking fixing right now. Except for treasure off of this guy, so I think I probably just have to take the Monument. Just to mitigate risk of not having enough fixing to play our deck. Although we're pretty much straight is it with like splashes here and there. Man, there was a sick Mardu deck to be built. Just keep getting past more. We've taken so much good blue though, and the Tyrant, yeah. Not going to do the Mardu Mobilize stuff. Is this worth taking just to take? Just for like a 1/1 token every turn? It's also a pack beast. I've got multiple reasons to kind of splash white. I don't know. There's nothing super exciting in this pack. I would like the Highlands or the Dragon, but I guess I'll just take this. There's Shock Brigade. There's a Temur Tawny back, and there's Fixing. This is the perfect dual land for us. The Tawny back is pretty solid, though. I probably have to take the Tawny back. It's a 4-power creature to go with the Battle Crier. It's right on colors. Helps us dig for stuff. Puts a thing in the graveyard. Blocks up the board. There's Dragonstorm Globe. Pretty late one. Don't have many dragons, but this does ramp and fix colors, so. Actual Maelstrom, yeah, Dragonback Assault isn't even a dragon for the Maelstrom, so. I'm not going to take that. Pummeler's a better defensive play for making the game go long. Stormstreak Feral is good with the Globe. Good if we get other dragon synergies, exhales, stuff like that. I'm going to take a dragon speculatively, I guess. There's a frontline rush, going very late. Don't have that high a creature count in this deck, though. I guess I have Windcrag Siege to just spit out tokens. I'm going to take the rush and think about it. This might be an awkward deck for it. Here's a Mardu Devotee. Another Feral. To go with the Globe, maybe? Oh, there's also this. To ramp. I think the Feral's a better card, but this... We have really good 6-mana payoffs, so getting a 4-mana ramper seems nice. There's another frontline rush. Oh my god. Yeah, there was a disgusting Mardu deck to be made here, but I'm going to take some fixing. Because I still have basically none. Good god. Crazy Mardu going late. Shock Brigade? Mardu should never be this open. Oh man. Okay, Temur is fine though. Maybe play a Shock Brigade? I don't know. Bloomvine is just wildly good. This card is sweet. This one is pretty nice too. Dispelling Exhale's good. Snakeskin Veil there. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking another beefy dragon. He's a 4-power dragon that survives the Dragonback Assault sweep. Ramps. Just does everything. Wayfarer. Thornwood Falls. Dragonfire Blade. Or Dragonstorm Globe. Second Globe really, like, I have really nice stuff to ramp into. I'd like to pick up like 2 more dragons this pack if I can, but we'll see what happens. I'll take a Globe. There's a Boulderborn Dragon, which I don't love. Probably just take a Wayfarer for the fixing. There's a pretty late channel Dragonfire. I guess I'll take that. I've got a few ways to pitch things into the graveyard. It's just a good versatile shock. There's a Mardu Monument. It's just taunting us with the Mardu deck that could have been. There's another Tawny back for the Battle Crier ramp plan. Windscarred Crag, Battle Priest, Ice Climber, Severance Priest is too hard to cast. There's another Shock Brigade. This is funny. I mean, Shock Brigade's a really good card, and I'm accumulating enough creatures to make like Windcrag Siege and Frontline Rush kind of viable. It's kind of a weird mix, but I'll figure out how to build it. Victor. There's a kin guard. I guess if I'm going to be playing white, kin guard is good. We'll see. This is beefy enough to survive the assault sweep. And it's another payoff just for ramping in general. There's a breaching Dragonstorm and a snakeskin. I guess I'll take a veil. This is awkward to cast because it's double off color. I guess with frontline rush. Alright, what do we got here? I don't have that much graveyard stuff to do. I'm gonna take the bear in case I try to go into more of an aggro direction. I think I just probably can't, though. I just don't really have time to think it through. Got very little fixing. Well, I've got the 2 globes. Alright, I think casting an early white card's going to be too difficult. Maybe splash the siege? Creature attacking. Do I have other triggers for that? Not really. And this is looking like a deck where my creature count isn't going to be that high. I'm mostly going to be ramping into these. Like, I've got Dragonback Assault, River Tyrant, Bloomvine. I'm not doing the token stuff. I'm just going to play the ramp deck. There's Teamer Monument and 2 globes for fixing. That's all nice. Rebuff. Snakeskin Veil. Gotta cut 4 cards. I think Frontline Rush is not the way I'm looking to win the game. Both of these are pretty medium. Maybe cut one of those. I think having 1, 2, 3 different things that kind of ramp in the 3 slot should let me kind of hop over the 4 slot a little bit. I like ramping into the Tiger because you can just play him alongside another 5-drop or 4-drop in the same turn. So like turn 3 you play a Globe or a Battle Crier, and then turn 4 you like double spell 2 big things. That's pretty nasty. I have quite a few good white things. 1 way to splash. I didn't get any of the dragon that fetches lands. Like, if I'm relying on the globes for fixing, I can't be playing, like, aggressive white cards. Like the Kin Guard and the... Siege is a little bit different because it does make a creature every turn. It's like clearly pretty strong, but... Russ, what are you doing back there? Snakeskin Veil. I have no payoffs for double spelling. And I'm not going to be that aggressive. I'm going to be more of a ramp deck. So I'm probably going to cut the effigy. I think the leopard might be my worst 3-drop. Dog is having a field day. Let's see. Picked up no fixing lands, but I have a Temur Monument and the 2 globes. It's kind of an awkward mana base. Maybe the Rejuvenator's just awkward. Well, it survives the sweep, though, and the Artisan doesn't. How much graveyard stuff do I have? 1, 2... Don't have a ton of graveyard stuff. I wish I had one of the green land ramp spells. Especially the 4-drop dragon one would have been sweet. Clearly got nice payoffs and a few ways to get to them. Mostly want to survive long enough to do this stuff. So I don't think I want to cut creatures up here because I really want to make sure I'm playing to the board so that I don't just get overrun and fall too far behind, even though I have some decent catch-up mechanics. So I kind of want to keep most of the creatures and kind of cut down on spells a little bit. I kind of like Snakeskin Veil just for making one of these things 4 toughness so that they survive the sweep. One, two, three, 4 dragons total. It's not great. This is also a 6-mana thing to do. So maybe I don't need the Earth Carver. Maybe I've got enough top end since this is kind of a 6 play. $42. Guess I'll drop like the leopard and 1 spell, maybe? What spell, though? These all have a decent place, I feel like. Snakeskin Veil just to keep alive one of these kind of giant flying bodies. Seems pretty sweet. What to cut? I feel like all of these are pretty solid. I only have 3 actual dragons for Dispelling Exhale. Not sure what to cut. Sorry, just moderating for a second. All right. Man. I don't think I want to remove any more top end because I want to make sure I have enough things to ramp into. And I also don't want to remove any creatures down here, so I guess I'm gonna end up taking out a spell that's a good spell because all these are solid. Maybe the Rebuke. Because I have Riverwalk Technique, Double Bounce, Dragon Fire. I'm kind of light on removal, though. If they play a big chunky thing, what am I going to do? Riverwalk it, and then they replay it, and then... But I guess this only hits things up to 5 toughness, and I can brawl with any of these if they're beefed up with the globe, so the Rebuke doesn't solve too many of my problems. I guess I'll drop the Rebuke, that's fine. And then just playing an all basics mana base feels kind of bad too. But there's globes. I feel like I should be going lower on red. Let's see the color ratios here. Oh, red is our most pips, but it doesn't feel like it, does it? But green... Well, green doesn't really fix this either. Man, we're just going to have faith in this mana base working out. It's going to be a little dodgy. This is probably the worst land base I've ever run. But, like, clearly a busted deck. I think I'm just going to have to spin the wheel and have faith that I draw the right lands. I guess I might drop down like one of these just to make sure I hit green. Well, the Wayfarer is like the only fixer too. Alright. I think I just got to play to the land ratio probably. I don't love it, but I don't really know how to fix it. I kept passing dual lands for strong cards, and then the draft ended and I didn't have any dual lands, so this is the grave I've dug for myself. I get to run all basics. Just hope to draw the right colors or hope to play a globe. But just gonna have to mulligan effectively here. Yeah, this is immediately a problem. Really hate to mulligan in a ramp deck too. But this is no castable cards. Like, this isn't keepable. Unending Whisper, Globe. Alright. Alright. I'm going to keep this and pitch the Feral, I guess. Make sure we get to our Globe, cast our big thing. There we go. Something to do earlier than turn 3. Got a bunch of viewers. Hi, everybody. Bunch for little old me. Sipsic Appraiser. Alright, well. The fact that I can play this guy next turn off of the Globe as like a 5/6 flyer that gains life is reason not to ramp with him, I think. Just gonna swing, guess. And Globe into Whisper. Well, there's Dragonback Assault. That would have been a good reason to ramp. But then I would have shuffled and not drawn it. Clearly, I knew that. Glacierwood Siege. Ooh. Okay. They're trying to mill me? This is going to get spicy fast. Really need to play pressure then. Alright. Going to play out the Regent just because it's the best use of my mana. And it's just a huge dragon. Let's see how well they can stall me and mill me. I could have played the Monument to ensure I get to play the Assault next turn, but that doesn't even help me that much since I then wouldn't be able to... Yeah, this is the nightmare scenario with Glacierwood Siege. They attacked me? Well, that lets me swing with the other guy. Okay, here's the situation, though. I kind of want to play the Monument to hit a land drop, because this is going to be a very tempo-y game with me trying not to get milled to death. And if I play the Monument, I get to hit a land, and then play, like, Rejuvenator. And that should let me... That mills me, though. That's awkward. Do I just straight up replay the Regent and let them bounce it again? Like, that seems awkward, too. I think I need to create more mana. But they're going to bounce this if I play this. Maybe it's the Artisan? Temur Monument into Artisan, because that gets me a treasure and a land, and neither of those can be bounced away. Like, tapping out to play one thing just seems bad, because they're just going to bounce again and mill me again. This fetches me a blue. I'd also... Well... The elephant token is awkward with the bounce. Maybe they'll hold it back to try to... I don't know. I would much rather get... Alright, that's a big dude. Now I draw the exhale. I can sweep the board. Unending Whisper would let me swing with the Artisan into all of this. This is all kind of awkward. And it might hit me a land drop. Oh boy. How do I not get milled to death by them just chaining off with a bunch of spells? I don't want to play too scared. I want to actually be developing my board and stuff. I guess I play the Regent because it lets me hold up a counterspell. And it's just bigger than their dragon, so that's pretty good. I don't really have any good attacks here, so pass the turn. Gonna counterspell the rebuff just to keep the Regent in play. Keep pressuring them. They're just hard casting it, huh? Well, then I'm definitely going to do this. They mill me for 4 every time? Man, thought it was 3. That is a fast clock in draft. We've got them on a fast clock too, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can cast this, which triggers Prowess, which makes this thing survive. That sweeps away the 2 blockers. Yeah, this seems pretty good. Immediately makes a dragon. Now that I'm cranking out 5/5s, I don't care about trading with the Regent. I just want to get their blockers out of the way and get pressure going. I know it's a trade down, but they've got me on a mill clock, and if they draw a couple of flashback spells, yeah. Nice. Nice. Do I want to change anything here? What else does this do? Lands from your graveyard. I feel like this card is pretty awkward. If you drop it on turn 3 and then have decent backup for it, it can clearly win games, but it's a pretty clunky card a lot of the time, I feel like. They've got a lot of good defensive plays. Rebuke deals with the big dragon. You know what seems bad is Channel Dragonfire. Bad against that, bad against that. They don't have good targets for it, and they're not... This seems like not an ideal matchup for it. Maybe I will play Windcrag Siege. Nah, the mana is too stretched. I'm just going to play Rebuke, I guess. Just another removal spell for getting a blocker out of the way. That also is kind of a tempo play that lets me double spell. Let's see how this goes. Don't love this. Need to draw a blue source. But again, I'm hesitant to mulligan that often in a ramp deck, just because being down a card kind of hurts. And I do have this guy on turn 3. So if I draw an expensive thing, this guy can ramp me into it. And if I draw a blue source, then suddenly this hand becomes really good. And I can also cycle the Feral. I forgot that. That kind of makes this a no-brainer. There we go. Once again, kept a hand with no plays before turn 3, immediately drew a Shock Brigade. Hashtag blessed. Double blue here is looking real awkward. Alright, they're ramping too. Playing an aggressive creature into a ramp spell is obviously awkward looking, but... Man, I don't know. You know, I could just cycle the Feral and... thing is, these are all very strong. I could ramp, but it ramps me only red-green, so it doesn't even help me cast this. I guess it lets me cast the Feral next turn. And then commit to just being stuck on blue mana forever. I could actually Rebuke into Exhale on their turn, too. I don't know, do I ramp with the Regent, or do I cycle the Feral Snakeskin Veil this thing just for pressure? Nah. This is tough. I'm gonna ramp, I think. I don't know if this is the right way to play this, but... I have a lot to do. I'm going to need to draw blue eventually, obviously. But I can still, if I don't hit blue next turn, I can actually Rebuke into Exhale to have a counterspell up. Could also... No, Rebuke doesn't let me play the Battle Crier. Yeah, I guess if they play a... Wait, if they don't play a creature, I can't Rebuke into counterspell. I should have played the Feral. Whoops. Misplay. Well, given that I screwed this up, I might cycle the... Yeah, this was dumb. But doubling down on mistakes isn't going to help either. I think I just need to ship it and see what they do. They've got 5 colors. Hopefully I don't have anything too busted. Alright, Eshki's very good. Oh, that ward gets me. It's 1 mana away. This doesn't work out, right? Yeah. Ugh. It gets 2 counters. I'm just getting maximum punished. Probably gonna lose this game, and I probably deserve it. I was going too fast. There's a blue. Nice. Alright. If I had one more red, I could play this into the Stormshriek Feral. Alright. Just gonna play a Hasty Dragon. Hold up Snakeskin Veil. If they play a removal spell, I get to punish them. Yeah, I'm in trouble because I really screwed up by not playing the Feral a turn earlier. Get to Veil the Feral. Sweet. Relic. Alright. What am I doing here? I could play the Battle Crier. The math. The math. Play the Battle Crier to have 4 mana left, then Rebuke for 4. No, Rebuke for 3. And then have 4 mana left that I can use drawing cards off the Regent, since I can't even cast it. Seems like a good tempo play. It's probably the best I can do. Discard a mountain. Play a Wayfarer. Wow. As a 2/2. Gonna need to block that with something. Shock Brigade is worth more for racing as a blocker. They could Relic, but they'd have to tap. No, they don't have to tap anything. Rebuff. So they're not Relicking this turn. It worries me that they didn't rebuff the Feral. It probably means they have a different answer for the Feral, which is pretty annoying. Now I'm going to get to bounce Eshki, I think. I'm still a little worried about them just killing me with a combat trick. If they have a +2, like the white dragon, then this kills me. So I guess I block this with the Wayfarer. I also need to stay high enough that they can't just burn me to death with the Relic. Alright, 5, 6, 7. Alright. This is tough. The Battle Crier. Oh, I needed the blue. What have I done? Man, dumb mistakes today. They just have a counterspell for this. Yeah, I screwed up a couple of times that game. Let's just do better. Eshki really got me. If I had played that Feral a turn sooner, I think I would have won the game. So would have been able to just push in for a big swing. Alright, I guess this is fine since I'm on the play with the globe. It's awkward not having plays for 2 turns, but if I draw anything big, this gets to ramp me into it. If I hit a blue, this hand becomes very good. And the globe will fix my colors eventually. This is reasonable for fixing things. Sultai Monument's fine. That means they can't counter my globe, which would suck. Not sure that they would anyway, but at least we have time to get it out. Ooh, okay. Don't like that. There is the River Tyrant, or River Regent. He's so busted, but I can't cast him. Alright. Alright, there goes the Bloomvine guy. Really need blue mana here. That's awkward. Now I'm going to play the Tawny back instead. Whoops. No blue. I gotta fix this color situation. Wow. I mean, I guess I'd ditch one of these forests. Because eventually these cards are all going to be relevant. And a forest probably isn't. Just making zombies? Alright. Wow. I have nothing to do. 4 blue cards. No blue lands. Wow. Well, I milled 3 cards that are not blue sources, so... Yeah, I'm not going to attack into this. I have 6 blue cards and no blue mana. Tawny back, Tawny back, Tawny back. No. Alright. Wow. I'm just milling myself to death. I mean, if they have the mill enchantment, I'm gonna be sad. There goes an island. And Dragonstorm. I mean, I've seen 1 island so far. There's like a whole bunch of blue sources still in the deck. And the globes are both still in the deck, so there's like 6 or 7 outs out of 17 cards. I gotta hit a blue at some point. Shock Brigade. Well, this is my bad mana base punishing me. At least not getting directly pressured by them, really. If they play the Millie enchantment, I can Riverwalk it. There we go. Alright. What to do here? I would like to hold the Regent to hit a second blue. They've got nothing to Riverwalk that matters all that much right now. So I guess I just develop the board and chill out. Could hold up a 4-mana counterspell, but I don't know how good that is. Well, the thing is, they don't have any attacks here either, right? So maybe holding up a counterspell and chilling until I draw a second blue is the way to go. Because the Battlecry doesn't really help the board state. And if they play something that's difficult to beat, I'll be feeling dumb if I don't hold up the Exhale. They're also going to end up with so many lands that the Exhale becomes bad, so I should try to find something to hit with it. Do I cycle the Regent just to get blue? I'm worried about milling out, but they don't have their mill enchantment. You know what? I'm going to do this. Obviously, he's great on the dragon side, but he's reshuffling, and I'll hit him at some point. And this will just ensure that I get to start doing things. Yeah, this is good. This is a lot more stuff to do than I was going to have. I'm going to play a Teamer Monument. Oh, I was supposed to play the Battlecry first because he discounts everything, doesn't he? Play the Battlecry. Everything gets too cheaper. Get to play a Globe for 1. This is only on my turn, right? Yeah. I mean, none of these do anything, really. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care. I'm in danger of getting milled out if they hit their enchantment thing. Alright. They hit the Battlecry. Oh, I no longer have a dragon for the Exhale. That's a mistake. Well, I should get to do a lot next turn. I'm going to have a lot of mana to work with. And I've finally got enough blue to do it all. I really need to get pressure on them, though, because they have mill stuff in their deck, and I'm just waiting for it to screw me over. Alright. Definitely gonna make an elephant. And then I guess I hold up Riverwalk Technique to counter their mill enchantment if they draw it. And then pass the turn. They can rebuff the elephant too, which I can counter. Just have some actual power in play. Yeah, this seems worth it. I gotta start pressuring them eventually. They have their own counter? Thinking about whether to use it. All right. There he is. There's the guy. All right. The awkward thing is Dispelling Exhale can't benefit from this guy if he's on the stack, I think. Which is super awkward. Alright. I'm gonna... No reason not to play a mountain. I'm gonna attack first, because I'm okay with trading any of this stuff, really. And I would like them to, like, tap mana if they have a trick or something. Okay. I guess I just gotta play this out. Ugh. And I can't... Okay, they would have had the 4 to pay the tax anyway. Wow, that's a brutal beating. This Dispelling Exhale is pretty much dead now, too, because the dragon is gone and they've got too much mana. Relic. And they get to immediately use it and fry the Tawny back and gain life. At least I get to rebuff the dragon. Yikes. Snakeskin Veil. That's kind of good. Going to... pay a lot to get rid of that. Gonna tap this. I don't really care about them attacking me. I'm just gonna run out of cards in my deck. Trying to think what even is still in there that could matter at this point. All the big bombs are gone. Play out the tiger. You would have been nice earlier. I'm just not going to have the ability to push through this board. That familiar really got me. Wow. That's going to win the game too. Yeah, this is a loss. Gonna play it out just in case there's something in my deck that I'm forgetting, but I don't think there's anything I have that can win through this. Oh boy. Milling the dragon back assault was rough. I think there's one land left in my deck. Yep. Um... $24, yeah. Can't survive this. Rough. Yeah, I deserved to lose that match because I cost myself the second game for sure. Playing not great, but still frustrating. Teamer Monument saves this hand, so cool. Whoops. Nice. Guess I would like double blue for the Regent. That's the only like double spell that matters in my deck. Surak is very good. Ooh, globe. How does this play out? 3. I'll play out the Artisan. They both ramp me one turn closer to the assault, but the sweet thing is this leaves open Snakeskin Veil if they want to try to remove this. And Dragonback Assault, the Artisan will survive because of prowess. So if they play something else that dies to it... Okay, well, they didn't. But this is a good answer to Surak, so that's good. I'm just going to go ahead and play out the Assault next turn. Gives them a window to kill it without a dragon happening, but... maybe that's a reason to hold it, though. Is there anything else good to do, though? Not really. Maybe that's not true. Maybe playing Globe first. Into Tawny back to ensure I hit a land. And then next turn I could Snakeskin Veil the Tawny back and then Dragonback Assault. I think I'm not in a rush here. Tiger's kind of sweet. That survives the sweeper. What do I discard here? I guess the Veil can go, it's fine. They might take the hit from this, not wanting to give up either of those creatures, yeah. Now if they commit more to the board, I could maybe get more of their stuff with the Assault. I don't know. There's a Globe. And another Globe. Alright. It's going to make for kind of a scary late game. Gonna swing with both of these first. See if they block with Surak or play any tricks or anything. They do block with Surak. Okay. It's a little surprising. Play the Tiger. Play the Assault and hope they don't have a counterspell. Sweet. Land. Alright. They've got the token engines going, but so do we. Oh, they detain the Assault. But you know what? We can Riverwalk technique that. Sweep all their tokens away. And that is actually awesome. Then I've got the Tawny back. It's the best time to do this now or later. I could do this at instant speed, really. I'm gonna do it now, I think. They'll redraw it next turn. Why are they looking at their hand? Okay. Just gonna play out the Tawny back. The loot is wasted because my hand is empty, but I need to get pressure on the board. Force won't matter because they're gonna remove the Dragonback Assault. But then they've got one card to work with. And they're staring down 4, 5, 6, 7, and about to be 12 power. Boulderborn Dragon's their last card. That is big. They didn't remove the Assault, huh? That is surprising. All right. Then they remove the Assault again. Yep. They've got a lot of blockers. They're gonna have to trade off the Boulderborn Dragon, though. They left a card on top, so they must have seen something they liked. Just gotta swing with everything. They're gonna have to block the flyer with their Boulderborn. They can double block the Tiger, I guess. Or the Tawny back. They double block the Tiger. They take 9. Oh. Wow. They go to 1. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. They go to 1 with 2 blockers. See if they have a way to gain life. Don't love this spot. Ugh, really don't love that. Brutal. They have a trick too. So they drew like 3 pieces of gas in a row. And I drew 3 lands in a row. Alright. I mean, they are surveilling, so there's that. Good lord. And I'm just about to be dead. Bloomvine Regent. That is a 5/6 that gains me life. Oh, they get to fetch up any dragon. So presumably they get to find something that wins them the game here. Yeah, that does win them the game. They get to play Dragon Spray for free. Or Sarkhan's Resolve, yeah. Brutal. We had them so close. They've got a lot of 5 toughness flyers. I'm a little tempted to play Windcrag Siege and try to... Because these games are kind of long and grindy. This adds up to a lot of value. Siege and Rebuke. Maybe Overveil and... something? Just gonna play the Rebuke to blow up a big dragon. I don't... The tokens would be nice, but the mana's too stretched. Seems like it's not gonna work. So we know what their big dragon payoff is now. Ew. I'm any one land away from being set. I'm gonna risk it. Got 2 draws to try to hit a land. Okay, nice. Rewarded. So I get to play Globe into... That's fine. Globe into something. Into Battle Crier Globe? I guess? Because I can tap 3, play the Battle Crier, everything's discounted by 1, and then pay 2 for another Globe. If they don't interfere with this at all, which they might. Honestly, if they counter the Battle Crier, that's okay, though. Looks like they have a counter. No, they don't. Nice. Get another Globe, then. Well, Assault with 2 Globes in play is going to be sweet. Sucks I'm going to lose my Battle Crier, though. Do I even play the Assault yet? They've got a lot of open mana, and I don't want it to get countered. I am pressuring them on the board, so at some point they're going to be pressured to play something. And I can actually develop out the Artisan who survives the sweep. I could hold back the Forest. I really don't want to get the assault countered, and I have a lot of pressure out, so they're compelled to do something next turn. I'll hold the forest to trigger the assault, and I'm going to wait. Like, they have to do something. They just have card draw. Alright. Because the way I lose this is I sweep my own board with the assault, and then they remove it, or I play the assault and it gets countered, and then they grind me out. So I'm going to kind of wait. I've got enough pressure on the map right now. That would have removed the assault, but instead it's removing something that dies to the assault. So that's so much better. They did hold up 2 mana. Just really don't want to get the assault countered. They have a combat trick? No? I'll just keep putting pressure out. Eventually they're going to have to tap out to stop the onslaught. And when that happens, I get to play the assault and immediately make a 6/6. Molten Exhale, that's fine. They are efficiently cleaning up the board, which is a little annoying. Alright, this is where we do it now. Cool. I'm also going to attack with the Shock Brigade first, because they're going to block a token. And that'll mean the dragon dies. There we go. Ooh. That is nasty. Okay. They have a really good deck. They've got Regent, they've got the Jeskai, Mythic Dragon, whatever it's called. Molten Exhale, Rakshasa's Bargain. Dragonstorms. I think I'm just going to take this. I could trade off 2 for 1 against it, but that's fine. Please don't mill into a bounce spell. That would be great. They don't mill at all. Alright. I'm going to swing for 6. Play the tiger, even though it doesn't really do anything. So I still have enough mana to cast Rebuke. This time I'll probably try to trade with the Regent. I'm gonna block it, and I'm gonna wait until end step to actually rebuke it so that they tap out their mana on other stuff, maybe. They've got 3 cards in hand. Let's see if this resolves. Okay. Sure. Petty, but fine. Alright. Now we're probably fine. If they don't come up with a way to answer the assault. Nice. There's a world where it's actually better to just draw cards to get landfall triggers, but just gonna go ahead and bounce this and the detainment. Make them spend a lot of mana protecting themselves. There's something instant speed still? They get to replay the detainment. Oh, exhale. And they have an armament dragon. You know, I'm still kind of in trouble, which is wild. Maybe I should have drawn cards off the Regent. Just because every card is a dragon, basically. But, alright. Island, dragon. No attacks. Globe into big dragon. They get to make it huge. Man, they keep playing flyers that are big enough to block 6/6s. Their deck is so stacked. This is ridiculous. Ugh, they get to fetch a dragon. It's just relentless. Their deck is so good. They get to Shiko and double spell. Killing my blocker, probably. Or Rakshas's Bargain to just draw a bunch of cards. Or Stormplane Detainment for... It's Stormplane Detainment for the Dragonback Assault. I'm gonna lose this game. Ugh. Gonna lose this game having played River Regent and Dragonback Assault. Wild. Yep, I think it's over. Man, their deck is good. And they top decked another dragon. Alright, that's a game. Woof. Alright, well, I'm going to end the stream here. This has been a rough run, but thank you for joining me and watching me misplay and stumble all over the place. I will be